Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ghost Gaming with me, Christopher, and we're back with Planescape Torment Enhanced Edition and my first playthrough of the game. Well, last time we did some small bits and pieces around Sigil here. Took care of some of the small quests that we had, because Anna told us that going into the place with the place where we're going, dangerous apparently. So getting a few level ups, becoming a bit stronger, not a bad idea. Now, as I was saying in the last episode, I want to become a mage. Bloody hell, I'm already level 7, and I'm not a mage yet. It's time. So, I did what I didn't want to do, and actually looked it up. And wouldn't you know, it's actually not the guy with the ruby. It's someone completely different. Someone I've already talked to. Someone who, as far as I know, did not give me a quest line after which they would be able to train me to be a mage. I don't know what I missed. Maybe I did something in the dialogue with that character. But never mind that. We're gonna go talk to them. And we are bloody hell gonna become a mage in this episode. Say hello to old Mabeth. Yes, the midwife. She is apparently the mage trader. And yeah, I talked to her. We had a discussion. But I didn't get a quest line from her. So, okay, I have some questions for you. Are you a witch, perchance? Well, say not as to what I am and isn't, but what should be wanted to know so fool bad you hound an old woman, barking a sniffer for juicy bits of gossip? You know what, I want to learn about magic. Okay, I must have missed that line of dialogue. I must have missed it. Can you teach me about magic? Well, I'm no teacher, no schoolmistress all set up to teach like them in the big fest hall. There's others somewhere, I'm sure, that spill the dark of it. You've been wasting your time with old Mabeth, so you would. I think you could teach me, you know. Oh, why do you want to learn such things? Right. I actually read something about this, depending on which one of these you go for. Something might happen further along the line. Now, good thing, I don't remember exactly what it was, and I also don't know exactly the difference between these, but I'm actually gonna say, I mean, this is fine, right? I may need it to solve the mystery of who I am. Well, the art may help, it may not, and you must not rely on it to solve all of your problems. Child, it's most like only go to add another chip of your pile of questions. Well, will you teach me? Ha! One should make songs rather than make magic. Songs have more beauty. Magic's been made dull, commonplace, soiled by the mob of people that have trumped through it. She squints at you. Well, I'll teach you, but first you'll need to do some things for me. There we go, questline. Right, my legs aren't good for walking about Sigil, and there's errands I have ye run. I need you to fetch me some herbs from the market. It's Spireward, easterly and southerly from here in the Hive Market. Here's a sample, and indeed we get a seed.
My journal.
You twist the black seed in your hand. As you do, you feel a small bite. A small drop of blood oozes from your thumb. There are tiny barbs on the seed like teeth. Well, careful with it. Show it to one of the fruit merchants at the market. They will know what herbs you seek. Okay, fair enough. I'll return with those herbs. So, coming down here, we need to find a fruit merchant, you say? Don't know if any one of these are necessarily fruit merchants. Might you be the one? No fish. No, you were a fish merchant. You had other stuff. Do you want to sell anything? Do they have stuff to sell? Well, they do have some stuff, yes. That's fine. Oh, you buy these things. Thought I would be getting more money from for those, but apparently I didn't. Club of Nettles, I think, causes confusion. That's kind of cool, but no, I don't actually need that. And we will chill with these, but you are not a fruit merchant. Might you be one? Here we go. Ah, yes, he did indeed sell stuff like that, fire seed, etc. I need a seed like this. Well, the man takes the seed, looks at it critically, presses it between his thumb and forefinger, and winces. Small drop of blood appears in his thumb. Ah, he's got a bite on it. I noticed that. So, do you have it? Well, he can't seem to take his eyes off the seed, lad. I don't know if there's anyone who has what your friend seeks, to be square. I've never seen such seed before. You would need someone who cultivates seeds such as this, for I have none. Well, you got a lead on that.
Updated my journal.
I don't know the dark of that, friend. You'd be hard-pressed to find a gardener in the hive. Well, I kinda know one. Warns for trees. Yes, indeed. He is over in this direction. See, sometimes I do remember things. I actually did remember about that guy. The guy with the tree. Let's go and have a chat with him, shall we?
I'm gone.
So he's gonna be... Where was he? Super close? No, is he not here? Oh, he is here, but he's up here. I came in a bit to the south. That's fine. Moors for trees. Where are you? Here we go. Let's have a bit of a chat with you. I have some questions. Seeds from this herb. Can you help me with that? More for trees. Take a look at the seed you hold up his eye. What an odd seed. Are those teeth along the edge? Barbs, perhaps? Where did you come by it? Well, it's old MacLeod, midwife of the square. No, apparently neither can he. This is the only seed of its kind I've ever seen. And he also winces against blood on his thumb. The barbs on it are sharp indeed. Perhaps you should hold it. Well, perhaps you should hold it. Well, okay, so what's up here? Unless you can make that one grow, I cannot. Again, I've never seen a seed of its like before. Well, okay. So could I grow it myself? So okay. How can I make it grow faster then? Perhaps if you cared enough to see it grow. So what do you actually mean here? This is sigil. Belief is everything. Everything from the spire on which sigil rests, even that tiny seed in your holder. If you believe enough, anything is possible. Okay. Well, I try to will it to grow. Ooh, to surprise, there's a crack and the seed splits. Twigs splitting from its surface like fingers. Instantly you drop the seed, but the talon-like twigs wrap around your wrist and will not let go. What in the hell's indeed? Okay, I think the bars on those new branches would be more than enough for what your friend needs. Okay. I hope she can get this damn thing. Look before I ask a question. No, we don't need to talk to you. Right, back to old MacLeod. And here we are, back at MacLeod. Can you please take this off my wrist? Is that so? You can answer the barbs around your wrist. If so, think it off. I will try to think it off.
My journal.
Quickly and snapping, the black barred branches unravel themselves from your wrist and form into a tangled ball of brush and twigs. Looks like a nest of dead black snakes. Well, think it into a picture frame or some such. Something with more structure and less angles. So, is this her way of actually sort of teaching me magic? I guess it sort of is. Well, I'll try to make it a picture frame then. I like how he used to get more and more experience. That's kind of cool. The branch ball creaks and twigs bending and twisting until the branches have bent themselves into a small picture frame. Two handspans on the side. Almost unconsciously, you imagine shape the barbs to the back of the frame so it can be hung from the wall easily. And as an afterthought, you move the remaining barbs to the inside of the frame so it can be picked up by the edges. How about that, huh? Well, square enough it is. Good work, child, good work. This will do nicely. So what you actually wanted me to do here, was that it? Well, this is enough. Aye, but there was one thing I forgot to tell you to fetch when you left last time, and I'll take you back to the merchant square it will. Look for the cloth seller, Gisquirl. Well, that's a name at least. He has some rags of mine that he was supposed to wash, and long has it been since I first asked him to do it. Well, you could have mentioned that. Bloody hell. Well, okay, back to the merchant square. Right, Gisquirl, my main man. Pick up some wash. MacLeod, midwife, rag picker square. You know who. Washcloth? Rag picker? Huh? I know, I remember. He holds up a trembling finger as if telling you to wait. Is he gonna run? He goes back with a flattened mass of green rags, thin as paper, yet so stiff they look like they could double as wooden boards. The rags are so caked with a greenish lime starch, they look like it would take years of soaking to relax them. Yeah, how did you do this? Well, Giscol washcloth. Starch cloth every 5th day. Washcloth. Starch cloth every 5th day, etc. etc. Giscol wash many years. Always starch cloth on 5th day. Giscol's ritual. Many, or rather, you don't mean that you wash these specific ones for many years. You just did it a couple of times, I guess. Washcloth is Giscol's ritual. Must starch cloth every 5th day. It's difficult to pronounce when it's not your first language, by the way. What's the point of doing it every 5 days when they don't need... Oh, never mind, just get them to me. Give cloth. They're heavy, like, it's like carrying an armload of bricks. Beautiful. Okay, back to Mebeth. Right, let's see if this was enough then. Once it's lost in twisting the black branch picture frame you made for her, she's squaring the edges and snapping off some of the barbed seeds on the branches. Well, Shal, this is your wash. I don't think you're gonna be happy though. Well, she takes a sack of starched green rags from you and examines them critically. At least they won't tear or bend. So, yeah, what's up with the cloth merchant? Well, Shal, sometimes one burns with the art and other times the art burns you. So, are you saying that did he wash himself, stupid? Yes, something might have happened. There's someone, there's some for who using the art is like breathing. There strolls about with pointy hats and stinkweed pipes. Ah, wizards. Then there's hedge wizards and plain touch gypsies and fortune casters and half-seers and midwives who flicker with the art. Them have a harder time of it. So apparently Giscol was one of those, yeah? Okay, so to speak, in some ways he's no different now than he was. Addicted to habit and ritual he was. Indeed he was, or is. And she sets down those stiff rags, they clunk, as she places them on the floor. Now there's one last thing I need from you, child. Oh, this had better not be the market. Well, and if it does... well, it is a bit of a waste of time for me to just travel back and forth, when I could have just done it all in one go. Well, indeed, you could have thought about that, instead of shoving me over there 3 times. Well, I'm just gonna be friendly. I mean, I don't want to rub her the wrong way here. So, you know what? Never mind. What do you need? Well, only this. I need some inks for scribing ingredients in one of my cookery books. I'll need to fetch some for one of the merchants. Kosa Yai be your name. Fair enough. I'll go over there and do that. So apparently it is the fish merchant, and yeah, why not? You know, I guess squids have ink, maybe, probably. Ink, do you have it? Well, no sir, no ink, just fish. Well, Mabeth, the midwife, actually mentioned you specifically. Ha, well, Kosayai was my dam's name, my grandma's name, so it could be any of us. Yet they're both in the dead books, only this Kosayai matters. Okay, so they're the same name, basically. Fine. No, there was she on about a midwife in the Picker Square, you say? Don't know her? I don't. Well, that's a damn surprise then. Well, okay. She might be turning me around in circles, but could you point me in a direction, perhaps? Well, now hold on, you made my friends not all wrong. And now you can get ink, but it may not be the ink you're looking for. The ink I'm thinking of leaves from the gills of a Bookgoat Affinitas. Well, there you go. So, yeah, it bleeds ink, you say? Well, the thing is, that fish is not for eating. It's got a horrible taste, scalds the tongue. You can ask Meiram. She pisses her fish cell down the street in a southerly way. She might have one of the fish she needs on her pole. Okay, fair enough.
Updated my journal.
I've actually been walking around here because I completely forgot that she was Kosajai, so I know that Meiram is the one over here. Hello, Meiram. A Brogoda fin with bleeding ink. Do you know about it? Oh, that fish is a strange one, it is. Not many have heard of it unless you wanted to eat it. Difficult to kill, and even in death, it still seems to live. Not many want to latch their teeth around something that still writes. Well, I don't want to eat it, I want the ink.
Updated my journal.
Well, but the ink, you'll need something to carry it in. Have you a bowl or a cup or something? Well, or a tankard? Maybe one of the merchants is selling one. Okay, we need a tankard. Let's see, might you have a tankard? I mean, I have a decanter of endless water. Would that work? Tankard. It doesn't seem as if you have tankard. No. Might you have one? You with the cups and stuff. Okay, I need something to hold ink of. Indeed. Might you have something for that occasion? Well, many kinds, range in price from a few coppers to several hundred. Well, the cheapest one. Well, she raises an eyebrow. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I can pay a little bit more if you want to. She reaches into a crater aside and throws a better-looking tankard to you. It is covered in dents and its handle looks like being about to fall off. Well, it looks like it was using someone's skull. Well, she smiles slightly. It will work, apparently. I mean, as long as it holds it. That's the only thing that matters. So, as long as that's fine, we should be good. I brought a tankard. Here we go. Well, she nods and plucks a fish from her pole. It twitches as she grabs it and starts lashing about as she begins to twist it like a rag. Perfect. She rings it until bluish-black ichor begins to trickle from the fish's gills. When your tankard is almost full, she relaxes her grip and throws the twitching fish into a sack at her side. Thank you for that, and is again back to Mebeth. This has better be the last thing she put us through. Right, Mebeth, this had better be the last thing that I need to do for you. Here's the bloody ink. Well, she takes the tankard, prime ink, fresh as it is. Yeah, you've done well, kid, all I've asked. Now ask you again, after all you've seen, do you still want to learn the art? After all I've seen. It's not much I've seen, but fair enough. Yes, I actually do want to do that. Well, right, it was to test my persistence. Ah, perhaps. Well, you knew who I had to see to accomplish each errand, didn't you? Mayhap. Probably. What did your senses tell you about them? Well, Morpher trees show me that my beliefs affect the world around me. Giscol taught me that ritual is wasted effort if the purpose of the ritual is ignored, and Meram taught me that no matter how much I think I know, there is still much I can learn from another's eyes. Is that the right answer? Oh, child, you will be a master sorceress one day, you will. You have the knowing of it, yet you come to Mebeth for help, you have. What could a midwife teach such a one? Well, start with just giving the basics of magic. Well, so you walk the path then, and, well, first things first, just having a knack for the art isn't enough. You need some means of giving it focus, usually spells. The spells are usually in a book. So the art demands that you have a spell book, or it's like a 4-year key to ask spells. Can you read? Yes, I can. Well, then let's test it. Can you read this? Examine the recipe. Okay. The writing recipe swims before your eyes, each symbol twisting out of focus whenever you try and read it. Almost instinctively, you relax your eyes and long enough to take in the page all at once. The symbols suddenly bleed together. The recipe lists measurements, ingredients. It appears to be some minor divination. A minor divination, huh? Looks like it's a spell that allows the user to see the nature of an item, so identify, to see whether it's enchanted or not. Who are you to test out, Mebeth? So? Are you some fiend? Oh, hey, what's going on now? Someone called me so, but not in my presence. That's my note. What's wrong?
Updated my journal.
Well, not expecting it, was I? What you see is written in the language of the art. If not mageling yet, it should be all a swirl jumble of mishmash. When yet clear as crystal, you pluck the sense of it right up. Mayhap you tell maybe why that is? Well, I don't really know. I just knew what it said. Or else a natural gift you may have. No matter, you've just shaved seasons of your learning you have. And I've been looking for someone to handle the chores around here I had. Oh, poor you. Sadly, I have other stuff to do. Well, you know what? I could still help you, you know. Well, no, don't worry yourself about that. Well, you can read spells well enough, but spells are no good to you without a book to put in them, so might you have one? And she picks up a careful studies. This'll do. It's just a frame. Well, but so are you. Aw. She picks up one of the starchy rags you got from Griscor, and yeah, she pulls out the greenish starch surface film. It flutters in the air like a wispy bit of cloth. Whatever Giscol uses in the wash, it works better than curing, stretching, and stoning does a normal rag. Can I afford parchment? I can't. So am I gonna write my spells down on this starch piece of rag? beautiful. She takes a torch film and pulls it over the black barbed frame, lashing the rag's edges into the hooks around the frame until it looks like a small greenish-black painter's canvas. Oh, I actually got that particular frame. I was missing something. Well, something painted, I guess. Well, written on it. She takes a tankard of ink you've given her and sets it down next to her. She dips in one of her fingernails into the tankard and draws it out, mumbling to herself. And it's still mumbling. All's done. And the drying ink stained fingernail on the robe, she just drying that. She tilts her head regarding the strange framed page in front of her. A page for your spellbook it is. Okay, inside your spellbook are your recipes, your spells. As long as they sit in the book, though, they're just words. The art demands that you pluck the magic out of the book and put them in your attic. Well, afore you can tap their powers. I think I understand the basics, Mabeth. Before you go, you'll need some magics for you to whet your appetite. You should copy these in your book so they can go into your attic as soon as possible. Oh, I got a lot of stuff. Maybe I got some duplicates, we'll see. Well, there's more, even. A bundle of black cloth, a tiny bundle of black cloth, and on also producing a pair of amber earrings. These will protect you on your travels and no longer wear them themselves, so go ahead and take them. Well, alright. Don't tarry here any longer. One suggests other ways to spend one's time rather than hang around old Mammoth. You're not that old. Ha, you flatterer. Your tongue is so light with silvery shame, Batisu. Get ye hence. Well, thanks for everything. Well, you can thank me by not playing the adult code with what you've learned. There are damn many a fool who sought to bend it in ways the art weren't meant to be bent. Now get off.
I feel stronger.
Oh, yes indeed I do. I'm also a mage. Freaking finally. But yes indeed, I am now a mage of level 1. Perfect, beautiful. More spell memorization, yes. Can't level up more though, but I leveled up to level 3 immediately, so that's something at least. But yeah, see why I might have wanted to level up a little bit earlier? Yes. Right, let's see. Did someone pick up spells from me? I don't know. Doesn't look like I picked up more than what I had, to be quite honest. But we've got some earrings. 2 additional first level spells. That's pretty damn nifty. I didn't have anything in my ears either. I do have this one though. That's apparently just a thing. War takes away from normal attacks if we're wearing scale armor, but that a... Huh, I don't know exactly what that means. Does my AC increase? No, it doesn't. I can use it. Oh well, it's there. And indeed, now I am using this bone dagger here. And I hope that weapon I had didn't disappear. It looks like it did. Did it drop it yet? Okay. Phew. Good thing. It dropped on the ground. Because you're gonna have that. Because your own weapon, 1.124 piercing, completely pointless. Wait, what? That's weird. Oh, so if... Ah, okay. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. So that's actually not an item. Ah, I see. Well, that's kind of nifty. Okay, so what's this then? Chromatic Orb. Copy spell. I have no idea whether or not this game has failing. Well, we get identified and we get Blood Bridge. I should have read up on that because I have no idea what the hell that is. And I actually get... Oh, that's interesting. Because your spells are like this, but my spells are actually proper. That's curious. Okay. So what is this then? When cast, the mage can select any living, non-undead target within touch range and drain life. 2 hit points plus 1 hit point per level of the caster. That's kind of cool. By the way, did I retain my health? Yes, I did. So that's actually one of the useful things about having been a fighter a bit. More hit points. Right, Scroll of Strength. I can touch anyone. And... so I don't exactly know how this will affect my friends because they're multi-class. I don't know. Let's copy that. Ice Knife. I know this from my D&D sessions, actually. And if it works anywhere near that, it's actually pretty damn powerful. Obviously, in the current levels of D&D, this is a cantrip, so you can use it like as much as you'd like to. The way it works then is that if you hit, it actually explodes. Does it do that? Ice Dagger. Successful hit causes 2.2 to 8 points of damage. When it strikes, it shatters, releasing a wave of numbing cold. All creatures within a 5 radius must do a successful saving throw versus paralyzation. Yeah, sort of works the same. That's cool. We have Magic Missile. Best spell ever. Ball Lightning. Create up to 4 glowing spheres of lightning. When the spell is cast, they are roughly 3 feet in diameter. The damage varies depending on the number of balls created. So is this actually a magic missile, but the next magic missile? Huh. So the caster can create up to 4. How does that work? How does that work? Does it mean... Okay, so I can throw 1, with which I do... Does that actually say 4d12? Because that's up to 48 damage. But sure, okay, so is it the same? Because I would assume that, yeah, okay, so that is 2d4 or 8d4 in total, which is 8 times 4. That's arguably... I might have to run the numbers on that, but okay, I think I kind of get it. We did have another Blood Bridge, and we did have another Identify, yes. The Axe of Torment. Mystical Giant Battle Axe. The axe strikes a specific individual target for 1 to 8 points of damage. As a final blow, will cause a magical effect to occur at random. More damage, even more damage, paralyzed. And also at level 9 plus fire damage, ice damage, randomly teleported, or turn to stone, or pure damage. Pretty damn decent. We have a Scroll of Armor that would also actually one creature. I can do it as someone else. Armor class 6 to the target. That's cool as well. We have Fist of Iron. That is only for me. Spell works only on the nameless one. When cast, all his normal punch attacks are +3 to hit and +6 damage. One cannot cast spells while Fist of Iron is in place. Okay, so that's an effect that lasts a while. And then I can do punch attacks. But, okay. I mean, I'm not really the punchy type of guy, am I? I mean, sure, fist. I mean, my fists are only at 1. I can get probably 1 more. Maybe. Now that I'm a fighter, I might not actually be able to. Final 1. Adder's Kiss. When cast, the caster chooses a target within 150 feet, and the Adder's Kiss will strike for 2 to 8 points of acid damage. For every 3 levels of the caster, the acid lasts 5 seconds longer, inflicting more damage. Also cool. Right, go into here on our level 1. We need a bunch of Magic Missile, at least 3. But I don't really think I want that one. Chromatic Orb I don't really care for. Never really was good, I think. Some armor might be good. I can use that for anyone. I can basically put that on Mort and he can be really tanky, or anyone else actually. You know what, I'll take one of those. As for here, Adder's Kiss seems interesting. Blood Bridge might be useful, but I kind of like Ice Knife. Interesting though, it's level 2 here, and as I said, it's a cantrip in Dungeons & Dragons nowadays, and cantrip is basically below level 1 even. So you can sort of use it, as I said, whenever. That's curious. I have some level 3 spells, but I haven't got the level yet. Now, I would like to see your stock, please, because surely you have stuff that I could use. And I have 10,000. I am going to use... how much is it I'm going to use? Was it 1,200 for the tattoos, or was it 1,800? So I can absolutely use some money here on this. Do we have sleep? is what I'm thinking about. Is this equal to sleep? As per the name, the spell will magically pacify to 2 to 8 creatures of 6 HD or less. This affects all type of creatures except for undead. Okay. When cast, creatures must immediately make a saving throw as a spell. If they fail to stop all activities that require any exertion, including arguments, combat, etc. From here, the affected creature will fall into deep slumber, and the affected creature will remain the same for the duration of the spell. There we go. I want that one. That's sleep. Get me that. Blindness, no, I don't really care for that. Score of Friends. When cast, the caster temporarily gains 2 to 8 points of charisma, which could be helpful for making new friends or opening new paths. Huh. Interesting, but also maybe not super fun. Is this caster only? Fair enough. Swarm Curse. Okay. Bring a swarm of insects that attack all of those in the area. All of those. Mind. 1.4 plus caster every 3 levels of caster. Not super interesting. Knock could be good, but now I do have Anna, so she can open stuff. Lock Blur could be useful, but I'm not super interested in that. I will, however, now that I saw that you had those, buy some healing items from you. Thank you very much. Yes, indeed. Thrice Blind Charm. It's a whole bunch of charms that I haven't really been looking into, by the way. Maybe I should at some point. Remove Curse. Expensive, but you know what? That seems useful. So let's actually get that. And can I sell anything? You would buy the bronze ring. I'm actually going to sell this now. I don't think that it was special. I don't know if the skulls are actually worth anything to anyone. Also the Tome of Bone and Ash. I don't know if this is actually useful. I have no idea. I'm going to hold on to it to just a little bit longer. Lawful good characters. Do I have anyone who's actually lawful good? I'm done with you. Thank you. Let's get Pacify. There we go. And remove Curse. And actually... Pacify, we are going to remove 1 magic missile. That means that I'm actually going to remove that. I need more magic missile. Damn it. By the way, what's your? You are... Where are you? Here we go. You are chaotic neutral, so you're a madman. That's beautiful. You're lawful neutral. You're chaotic good, and I am true neutral. So we still don't have anyone who can actually use this. Oh well. Oh well. Right, let's actually dump stuff with you. That's blood. Actually, you can't have that there. So let's just have that over here. Can you, yeah, you can learn that. Cool. So I would like, go away. That is heart. That's the big one. There we go. You can have the healing. That's cool. I'll keep that for now. Fine. I'm gonna keep my intestines around for a little bit longer. We have some notes and some keys. I might have to find a container somewhere where I can dump stuff. I hope that this game works the same way. You know about these bone clubs? No one seems to want to buy them anyway. Yeah, I don't know if can anyone use this? Can I use this anymore? No, I can't. No one can use this anymore. Yeah, I don't know if it works like in Baldur's Gate, where you can just have a container somewhere with all your belongings, etc. Don't know if that is a thing. Right, we are good to go. Let's go over and get myself some tattoos. Hello, fella. It's time for us to have a bit of a chat again. So, what tattoos do you have for me? Because I would love the really cool stuff. And what is this? Well, that's kind of cool, actually. Can anyone have that? You can actually have that. Huh. Also a tattoo of Anna. What the hell? Did not even see this one. But it also says usable only by the nameless one. Some Anna's presence must be rubbing off on you. Well, that's... Huh. Tattoo of the skull. Okay, Frogmore's fault having as a companion makes you seem more capable. Oh, she can get that too, specifically for people. Save versus polarization, +1 to luck. Charisma up, wisdom down. That's completely pointless. So, is there one for Dakon? You learn to speak with dead and hear their stories and remember the boundaries. This tattoo draws upon your powers over and death and heightens them. How don't you chain the undead within range at a distinct command? This tattoo is only a limited number of uses before it vanishes. That seems pointless. Yeah, because here's the thing. Okay, let's show you that. I actually got this as a specific skill. This story's bones tell. So this ability can be used on most undead creatures as well as corpses you may find during your journeys. Story's bones tells us no effect of the recently departed. So that's kind of interesting. So I guess that was sort of reminiscent to that, maybe. Right, we are gonna go for +2 to intelligence. Yes, please. So +2 wisdom. Yes, please. Not the action one. So that's that one, and probably the charisma one. But is there anything? I can't use this one. That's only fighters. I think I'm gonna go with the charisma. I believe, because apparently I can't do. That's also only fighters. That would have been nice. Gotta say, that would have been nice. But obviously, I'm no thief, so it doesn't really have any point for me. So yeah, it's gonna be that one. So buy that one. Thank you for that. Let's whack those. What do I have here? Ah, the number of Ku'un. I don't need that one right now. At least I don't think so. I'll absolutely keep it, because it feels like something I could have use of at some point. But with that, we are up to 21, 21, 16. Perfect. And I'm gonna keep leveling charisma, so that spell about getting your charisma up doesn't seem necessarily useful for me. And there we go. I'm feeling good about this. So, before we continue, we need to do one more thing, which is obviously to have a bit of a sleep. For that, it's off to the Flophouse and Arlo. Can I rest here, please? And give the man 5 coppers. There we go. So, why did I do that? Well, obviously, I want all of my spells. Cool, cool, cool. By the way, do you want to talk to me now? No, still asleep, I guess. Right. You know what, Anna? I think that we are as ready as we can be. I think it's time for us to head over to the Tenement of Thugs. I'm gonna nip myself in there and see what's actually going on. Have no idea if it's gonna be like a really big dungeon or something like that. No idea. But we'll go in and see what the place is about, shall we? So, over to the southeastern part of town, up to, indeed, the Tenement of Thugs. I can't be more ready than I am now. I also only have this, and I think that since we're all going to be hooking up with the Chaos Man now, I think that this is where I'm going to find that solution. This is what we're doing. The Ruby, I could care less about Ruby now, because he's not going to be the one to teach me magic. But, you know, I'll keep a lookout for it anyway. Right, here we are. Let's get a move on, shall we? Close my eyes, open the door. Well, you close your eyes, reach for the door, fumble around. To your surprise, you find a handle. With a slight tug, the door opens. Another passage leads into the building, and from within you can hear a distant howling. Well, that's funny. Well, I mean, they are the starving dogs, so sure. Let's get ourselves in here. Well, okay. Okay. Farad is dead. Spirits came and killed him, apparently. Ah, curious. There's a tiefling painter here. A slender tiefling girl standing with her back to you. You notice that both her hands and the upended table in front of her are smeared with a fresh coat of what appears to be pink paint. She seems oblivious to your approach. Hello! At the sound of your voice, the girl turns her head to regard you. Her face, though somewhat dirty and spattered with drops of pink, is strikingly beautiful. She flashes you a wide, mischievous smile and returns her attention to the makeshift canvas. Can I just, ask you something? Well, totally immersed in her artwork, I guess. So just leave her be.
Done.
Okay, we already get some containers here. More coins for me. Let's see what's going on here. Also, you should obviously be detecting traps.
I'm gone.
I want to be... No. God damn it. It wasn't you who opened that door.
Done.
Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. How did we... Where did I... There we go. Cancel that. Thieving skill on that. Good job. Keep detecting. I wouldn't be surprised if there's more here. Wouldn't be surprised. Actually, also, by the way, I should not be... Oh! Aw! I need to be at the front. I'm a bloody mage. I don't want to be in front. But apparently I am gonna have to be in front. Oh well. I mean, I am the hero and all of that, yeah, so sure. Whatever. You know what? This seems to be the path onwards. Let's backtrack a little bit, because there's a room here that I think is going to be... Ooh, there's an enemy here. No, not you. Actually, you know what? No. Go away. So are you any bad? You are not bad at all. Cool, cool, cool. That's
Alright.
easy enough. Done. Oh, that's a lot of gold though. Or copper, maybe I should say. Keep looking. Keep looking. What do we have in here? Bunch of enemies. Right.
I'm gone.
I would like to find some ranged weaponry, by the way. Oh, okay. They're fighting. Who's winning? Injured. Barely injured. Let's go for you then. Let's go for the Centaur. Kill the Centaur.
Damn.
Oh, I missed so much now. I think. There we go. Good job, Mort. And that's about it in there. Right. On to... I still need to... Oh, what do you have? Do you have a sadistic frame? Oh, right, never mind. I picked that up at some point, I think. Yes, I did. Never mind.
Alright.
Let's look in here. I picked up rags. Oh, well. It can go in both of these directions. Tiresias. You are not an enemy, for some reason. An aging man dressed in tattered rags. As you draw nearer, you discover that he's missing both his eyes. Maybe that's why he doesn't go for me. The scar tissue of his eyelids has receded into his empty eye sockets, giving his features the macabre appearance of a decaying skull. Well, I have one of those myself. Hello! The old man turns in your general direction, his arm outstretched as if feeling for you. Darkness who be in voice. The friend words I'll speak of you and call chaos. What? The friend words I'll speak of you and call chaos. Speak the words of chaos and call me friends, huh? The old man cocks his head to one side, his sightless gaze fixed on empty space. Chaos of you are not pot snot. He's clearly mad. Okay, has everyone here lost their minds? Walk, not talk. Talk is complete. Complete into completion. Okay. Well, okay, I don't decide what I want answers for, but, hey. The old man seems outraged by your threat. No friend you be and no friend have you here. Friends I have and friends I call. And is about to start shouting, so let's just attack him.
Done.
Let's just kill him. He's blind. I'm gonna kill everyone in here, basically. Right, is there anything up in here? Well, let's check this one. Keep doing stuff like that. Yeah, I need to check if there's actually AI in this game. We have Sybil. I recognize that name, don't I? I see a figure hidden amid the shadows of the corner of the room. As you draw near, a young woman steps out to reveal herself. She is dressed in a loose-fitting tunic, which, together with the short cropped hair and slender frame, gives her a rather boyish appearance. I would go there if I were you. She knows the direction of the door on the south wall. Seeing that one? And, well, who are you? Name's Sybil. What are you doing here? What does it look like I'm doing? I'm hiding. I came here looking for food. You notice as she speaks, her right hand moves instinctively to a pouch at her waist. Only the barking idiots in the next room showed up and decided to throw a party in the front doorstep. Now I'm trapped in here and can't get out. So with barking idiots, I guess you mean the starving dogs. Is there an echo in here? Yes, barking idiots. They belong to the Starved Dog Barking Gang, a band of barmy, sousy-teched thugs that plagued the hive. So how many do you know in here? Or rather, how many do you think there are in here? I counted about a dozen. Of course, I was peeking through a crack in the door, so I could be off by a handful or so. Well, is there any way other to go through the alley? Well, there may be another way to get past those animals without a fight. There's another door that leads in there. From what I was able to see, there are stacks of wooden crates along the same wall as the other door. It may be possible to sneak from that door to the exit on the other side of the room. And only just one problem. Wouldn't it be fun if there weren't more problems, huh? The door is locked. I tried it. My guess is that the key is one of the thugs upstairs. I'm not adult coved enough to go there looking for it, though, and that's about it. Okay, well, apparently there's a key. If you do manage to live enough to find a key, the door is in a room to the southeast. I'll be waiting from the shadows, and if you can unlock the door and make it out of the alley in one piece, I'll be right behind you. I still don't know exactly where we are here. She said south wall. That must be the south wall. What does my journal actually say here? Okay, she told me of another door to a room that may provide a means. I've agreed to find a key. She's talking about boxes, and I see some box-like thing here, but nothing I can interact with. Okay, well, as this has the appearance of actually being a fairly large dungeon, and I don't know what's coming after, I'm gonna say we make a cut in here. So, yeah, finally, I'm a mage. And I am a bit behind now on your experience points, and presumably we're gonna get a fair whack of experience here and there, so I should be able to climb in levels as much as possible. And as far as I understand, I retain some of the fighter skills that I've got. So for example, I do have all of my weapon proficiencies already. I don't know, were I at 3 on some of these? I might have been at 3, I don't know. But I think I retain some stuff. But obviously I lose the ability to use weapons meant for fighters and stuff like that. But, yep, with my also... I can be... Didn't even notice that. Okay, apparently I can be factioned as well. I know you faction, you are faction. You are Free League. Okay. And you are none either. Cool. With my new tattoos anyway. More abilities, etc., etc. I have intelligence surpassing that of mortal men, wisdom that of mortal men, and exceptional charisma, which is exactly what I would like to see. And yes, indeed, we now have some proper spells. But I need to level up a bit more because I need to be unlocking better and better spells. And I really hope that I'm going to get a fireball at some point, because who would I be if I didn't have a fireball at some point? We shall see about that in the future. For now though, this has been Ghostmut Gaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.